Okay, this is going to be kind of a redo of yesterday's video, um, where there was a lot of buzzing on the camera, which we've eliminated. So hopefully you can hear me this time. Um, the main thing that I'd been saying in yesterday's video was that basically, while everybody's in lockdown and loads of people are using their gardens and their yards and their car parks and stuff to demonstrate solo drills and techniques and so on, which hopefully I'll get around to. Especially on the HEMA front, people are doing that. It's not so easy at those times, for example, if it's raining or the weather's not so good, or for whatever reason we have to be stuck indoors. Which means, therefore, there's indoor things we can be doing. We can be kit maintenance mainly, or doing a bit of bling on the kit. So, for example, if you're a HEMA practitioner, there's, I'm sure club patches you can be sewing on your gear, and you can always be checking your armour and masks and weapons. Same for SCA fencers, you can always be checking your armour and your mask and your weapons, and most of the people watching this probably will be Scadians. And even if you're LARPers, you can be checking out your gear. The sort of checking out you want to do, and I'm addressing this mainly to the Scadians here, get yourself, while you're in quarantine or lockdown or working from home or whatever, get yourself a copy of the rule books for whether it be heavy or fencing. The Marshal's Handbook if you can. Go through and look and see what Marshals check for when they do inspections at events, and then check your gear for them. And you may or may not find that there are things that the Marshals will be looking for that you might want to touch up a bit in regards to, getting burrs off sword blades, cleaning off rust, checking the tape on blunts, that kind of thing. This is your ideal time to replace blunts, cleaning oil swords, make sure to undo the hilt furniture, check the rust on the tine, that kind of thing. Check your masks. We don't all have access to mask testers or the punch testers for fence and armour, but what we can do is visually inspect them, see if we can spot rust, see if we can spot material that's fraying, buttons that are coming loose, that kind of thing, and deal with those issues. On a similar note, you can then bling stuff. You want that extra bit of brocade on something. You want to make an external hood to go over your fencing mask. You want to make a scabbard. Whatever it is that you want to do, this is a good opportunity to do it. Since I mentioned what Marshals are looking for when they inspect stuff earlier, that's not just your swords, obviously, and armour and masks, but bucklers, cloaks, anything. Make sure that you don't have holes in your cloaks, no burrs and dings on the edge of your bucklers, that kind of thing. And we have several weeks, I should imagine, of time before there's any danger of any events to actually go and sort this, maintain it, bling it, make it fresh, and so on and so forth. Having mentioned marshalling, of course, it is now the beginning of the 4th month of the year, which means it's round about report time. And when I shot this video earlier, I had no sound, which is a shame, because you could hear the ID Chatelaine on the couch laugh as she realised that she hasn't done her reports yet either. There you go. So, that's something else to look at this time. So this has been a reboot, a remake, like everything else in Hollywood and the entertainment industry. This has been the second remake of the same video. So hopefully next time we'll do something a little bit more original. and possibly with more action and actually, you know, holding swords and stuff, which would be good. Until then, that will be it. Oh, a quick word though, if you are watching this on the He-Man pajamas group, well, these are trackies. You know, that's the closest thing, along with the T-shirt. So that's me talking about swords and stuff in the closest thing you get to pajamas with me. So that's the sound off. Hopefully there is sound when I upload this to YouTube. Fingers crossed, everything crossed. And I shall see you next time.